All right. Okay. Excuse me a minute, my cyber friends. I got a pop up on the screen here. I need to try to check it out. We want to say good morning to all the cyber friends, and we give God the glory as usual. Old Mitty Man's vision is a little bit blurred this morning. Uh, we thank God for each and every one of you. There we go. My sisters, our sister Jennifer. Good morning to you. I see you did get my message. All right, that's a good thing. I'm trying out a new platform, and as usual, my vision is a little bit blurred this morning. That is the diabetes, and I can't do anything about that. Um, Taking treatments, and even though I must say that and report that, according to my eye doctor, that my right eye has gotten better because I'm no longer taking injections in that eye, but the left eye is stubborn. So we just say, y'all, just give me a little bit, just give me a few more weeks, and this vision should get better and better. Okay, I think, let me see, I just saw something else there. Y'all bear with me. Okay, that's Sister Jackie. We see you in there. Good. Good morning to all of you. Let me just type a message and I want to just let you know I see you. Hello. All right. This morning, I'm trying a new platform. It's called excuse me, it's called Light Stream. Light Stream. I've been had it for a little while, but I think I've employed it one time, but I don't think to no great deal. But I did employ it at one time. But this morning, I was dealing with some things. My sisters and my brothers, those of you that might see this here a little bit later on, um, I was in the process of doing some sound designing for a composition I'm working on, and I thought about my church. I told y'all I based everything. See, this is how come I don't do pre-recorded videos or no kind of Bible study because as I get that's as I was explaining to you on last evening, Sister Jack. This is why I don't do pre-recorded thing because on the spur of the instant I get an inspiration from the Holy Spirit. That's when I have to move in, just like today. But at least I was able to, I thought about it. I said, well, I just go into Facebook and send y'all the message in there. That way that'll keep them trying to go into my email, kind of trying to find an email. But Sister Jennifer, I do need an email address on you, and you can send it to me in my email, batmat@hotmail.com. I wouldn't advise you to put it on the public like that because everybody can see your email. All right. So you just send it to my email address, batmat@hotmail.com, and that'll keep your privacy. But at any rate, as I was saying, I I was thinking about. I mean, this morning I was, like I said, doing sound design, and I'm working on a application that I told y'all about called Dex. It models after the Yamaha DX7 back in the '80s. That was when I was going to college. Matter of fact, one of my buddies he had a DX7. That was one of the main keyboards of the '80s. It dominated the '80s. And y'all, excuse me a second. That's where to be. Excuse me a second. As soon as as long as I was sitting here this morning, and I've been sitting here ever since 6 o'clock this morning. That phone hadn't rung one time, but as soon as I went live, there it is. But at any rate, that's how it is. If it rings again, I will more likely base it on it and have to go on and try to answer it. Church members, because that's exactly what I'm fixing to talk about this morning. When I was talking about sound design in the Yamaha DX7, this program that I'm going to show y'all here, let me give you a screenshot of it right now. Uh, Okay, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? All that I have said was to no avail. This thing does that. Now, see, that's what I don't like about certain of these new platform things. They will switch they will switch your preferences without even letting you know, because I didn't know that. Okay, and see, my other one doesn't do that. As I say, okay, now do y'all? Okay, Jackie, you say you can hear me. What about you, Jennifer? Do you hear me now? Okay, I'm gonna assume that you can hear me since Jackie can hear me. Okay. That's what I don't like about these different platforms. Okay, good, good. See, because see now on my other platform, I don't have that problem. I can go in and out of the program and my preferences stays the same. So I know now about this one. I found out something else about this platform, that it's gonna be hard headed like my left eye. But that nevertheless, I'm not gonna go back and try to say all of that what I have said, because I ain't nowhere in the world I'm gonna get that back right. But I'm the as you see, my title of this here stream is called Sound and Character Design. This is how come I told y'all that I don't do pre-recorded video, because I never know what the spirit may give me. And he gave me this morning early. And this is how come I don't do pre-recorded videos, because I never know. I like to do them just as the spirit give me utterance. But as I was saying, this program that I'm dealing with this morning for sound design is called Dex. I think I've told y'all about this program before, but it models after the Yamaha DX7 back in the 80s. It dominated the Yamaha DX7. It dominated all instruments back in the 1980s. All keyboard. We had a different keyboard, but the Yamaha DX7 dominated because of its pure sound. And those electric pianos was awesome. But I'm saying, as I was working with the sound design this morning, as I was working with sound design and thinking about my group, we having some difficulties, y'all. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and say we're not having difficulties. We're having difficulties trying to get rehearsals in. It seems like something is always coming up, and I don't never want to be negative. I never want to be negative, because that goes against the grain of my purpose. In other words, I've always been a motivator, so I don't like to be have negative. No, I don't like to send out negative vibes. But there comes a time when you do have to make a decision. Um, it may come to the point that where I may have to add to the group, because see, I cannot have a solid group if we cannot get into solid rehearsals. In other words, something's gonna have to, something's gonna have to give. We have to add more members, so therefore the group will be consistent and whatnot. So right now, I'm gonna pause on that for right now, just to see where the end going to be. But if we keep on having to miss a lot of rehearsals like that, the group can't grow. The group cannot grow and get better by missing a whole lot of rehearsals, and y'all know that. But at any rate, this program, this is what I was working on this morning, and it gave me inspiration to do this video as a deacon in my church. I was ordained as a deacon in my church back in 2017. I know the exact date, May the 28th, and I was ordained by my former pastor. And he's my former pastor, Dr. Donnie D. Green Sr. Ordained me on May the 28th of 2017. That was the year before I became ill. I became ill that following year in February. But as an ordained deacon, and I automatically knew my responsibility, because, like I said, I was raised up right there at my home church at Antioch Missionary Baptist Church. And I had deacons that I modeled myself after. I saw them do what they did. In other words, I was always a delegate to all the union meetings, association. I always brought the reports back all the way through my schooling, through my primary school as well as high school, until I got out of high school and went to college. So it wasn't like I did not know church procedure. But this morning when I was working with this sound design, this is what I'm telling you, always be open for the Holy Spirit, because he will use some of the most amazing things to teach you something. And I was thinking about, and you know what? I don't mind repeating it, because see, some of these things we need to know what people thinking about us, so that, especially when it comes to the negative, so we can change if we can. And I do believe that everybody can change if they want to, And I was in the process of working with this here sound design, this instrument. Let me show y'all the screenshot of DX. It's called Dex. Now, as you see here, this application is for BST, and I can play it along with my keyboard here as a controller. I can play the instrument through the computer, which is a great thing. Now, if you notice, I'm going to try to point some things out. I don't know whether or not how well the definition is, or whether y'all can see what I'm pointing at or whatnot, but I'm going to give it a try. Let me put on some glasses so I can see what I'm doing. As you notice here in this here particular application there, I got the mouse pointed. You got these oscillators here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see that? We got 6 oscillators in this here program. We call LFOs, which mean low frequency oscillator. These are the things that make the sound that you are hearing in the program. And I can remember that back in like I said, back in the 80s when I was going to college, my buddy had one of these original Yamaha DX7s, and those oscillators were on that original keyboard. And you could actually shape the sound the way you wanted them on it. And it was awesome. Now, you had to know how to manipulate it. In other words, the best way you could do that was through trial and error. You move these frequencies and the EQs and the amp envelopes, and you shape it and you move it until you get a different sound. And you tweak those oscillators until you get the sound that you want. And in the DX7, you could save that as a preset to call it up again at a later time without having to go through the whole process again of reshaping everything. Now, as I was going through this here, and I'm going to show y'all one of the songs that I was working on. I think I've done that, showed y'all or played this tune before. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but this is what I was working on when it came to me about character design, in which I need to try to start employing at my home church, starting with me. See, in other words, everything must start. You can't try to fix everybody else. You fix yourself. You can't fix nobody else if you're not fixed. But at any rate, I was dealing with this song here. It's come from the old quartet group, the Jackson Southern Airs. One of my favorite singers, he's long gone now, Frank Williams. Brother Frank Williams, he's the one that formed the Mississippi Mass Choir, and y'all have heard of them, I know. And he was he was guitar player as well as lead singer in the group. They were brothers. All of them were brothers. Huey, as well as Frank, as well as Doug and Melvin in another group called the Williams Brothers. But they were the same brother, but 2 different quartet groups. And this was the Jackson Southern Air song. It's called "He Keeps on Blessing Me." Can't got no voice this morning, y'all, so y'all just bear with me. He keeps on blessing me. He keeps on blessing me. He keeps on blessing me. Over and over again. Best of. But at any rate, that is what I was working on when it came to me, when the Spirit said, okay, that is sound design. Good. Now, what about character design? And that's what I came on here to do and to test this here software out. Starting with my home church, because these are the things that I have heard from other individuals. Maybe y'all, Sister Jack, Sister Jennifer, you have maybe have heard the same thing in your surroundings, right there in your local church. But I know I've heard people, since I've been a deacon, they have come to me and they have actually said to me the reason why they do not attend churches, a lot of churches, not only mine, but a lot of churches. It is the number one reason that I've gotten is that the fact that the people are not friendly. Oh my God. What in the world? Now, what you talking about, an oxymoron of us being a Christian and unfriendly? Oh my Jesus. Y'all see what I mean? And it hit me like a ton of bricks because I have not just not heard this. I've been hearing it for years, especially at my church, And I'm not ashamed to say it, but I've been hearing this for years. And then as I look, as I noticed, and I took notice of these statements that were made, and I looked around, and lo and behold, y'all, God knows it is the truth. Some of us are just very unfriendly. We are snobbish. We treat people any kind of way. We belittle people. People are not going to want to be in your presence when you do and you act that way towards them. So this is why I did this video this morning. That's the only reason why I did this video, other than trying out this here program platform. The Spirit told me to deal with me and my home church. It got to start at home. Charity begins at home and then it spreads abroad. That's how come I said, me as a deacon at my home church, at the Antioch Missionary Baptist Church, from henceforth, as a deacon, I will be trying to employ character design, just like I do this here sound design with this here particular instrument here. That's what Many Man will be trying to do. Let me go back to a full screen. I want y'all to get to hear my heart on this, because it is so bad when people would not want to be in your presence because of the fact that you are being unfriendly with them, or you're trying to make them look small, big you, but little me. No. We shouldn't do that. And so that's how come I said from henceforth, from this day forward, I will be trying to work on making certain that I don't be guilty of treating people bad. And I'm going to try to seek and I teach and employ this here within the congregation, whereas at my home church, to show that, let them know that you must treat people with dignity. Everybody is somebody. Don't look over nobody. Don't look down. The Jackson Southerners on this song I was just playing here a while ago, the same group, they had a song that came out years ago that said, don't look down on a man unless you picking him up. And that is so true. That is so true. And y'all, I'm gonna tell you something, Sister Jack, Sister Jen, and this is my heart. I want to treat everybody like I want to be treated. Now, I always tell people, you can't treat everybody the same. That's a lie. You don't treat everybody the same, but you can treat everybody right. That is the key. You can treat everybody right because you don't do everybody the same. Because, Sister Jack, you don't cook breakfast for everybody, husband. You cook for your husband. Those of you that cook, you understand, because a lot of people don't cook at all. But what I'm saying, when you get up to cook breakfast, in other words, you don't cook breakfast for nobody else's husband but yours. So you're not treating everybody the same. But you wouldn't mind helping another female if she was sick to help cook her husband some breakfast. If you just had to, you would do that. That would be the right thing to do. So you can treat everybody right, but we don't treat everybody the same. I just never been a real believer in that. I've heard ministers of the gospel get up and say, I treat everybody the same. No, well, I don't. I don't. But I can treat everybody right. Because I can't treat everybody the same, because there are certain people that you can do more for than others. Because some people will not let you treat them. There are some people that you just cannot do a certain way. They will not allow you to do it. And they will, in return, they will return goodness or your weakness. They will call your kindness, they will take it for weakness and try to step all over you. But as I said in my Bible study the other night, I think I see a couple of the comments y'all have made down here. Let me see here. Amen. Yes, 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 yes. Thank y'all for the comments. But this is so true. And so this is how come I said that I gonna start with Miniman to make certain that I am not guilty of treating anyone belittled inside the congregation, where if I'm gonna be in a deacon and a leader, we leaders and stuff, most of the time the mess start with us. And then it filters down. So if your membership don't see you doing right, hey, what can you tell them? You can't tell them anything. But I have seen it. And I am going to plead with my people. I am going to plead with my people at the Antioch Missionary Baptist Church. Now, I don't know whether any of them are going to even see this video or not, but see, I'm going to have to do this inside the local congregation. I'm going to try to plead with them that we need to start being very careful of how we treat people, because it makes a difference. People will not come into the old congregation unless when you are being so mean to them and so belittling, looking down on them, just treating them in kind of way. And then, like I said, we can get in church, we want to hug everybody and kiss them and hug their neck. And then you see them downtown in front of your friends or so-called big shot, and you won't even speak to them. That is not correct. That is not right. And that is not a good thing. And that is not going to work in these days and times. So if you want people to visit you in your church and fellowship with you, you're going to have to treat them like they're somebody. Give them a reason to want to come to your church. Give them a reason. And if you treat people right, they will want to come in your midst. I've always said that. I mean, because I know when I go to a different church or different congregation, and the way that people treat me determine whether or not I would go back. I just got to be honest and for real. I may go back. I may have to go back. Being a musician as well, sometimes it calls me to have to go back. But it's not because I really want to go back into that congregation, because of the way I was treated the first time or the last time I was there. So we as leaders, I'm just glad that the Spirit gave me this morning. And I thought about my church, because I'm telling you, I've been hearing these comments about people at my church. I'm not talking about nobody else's church. I'm talking about mine. I have heard the comment that the reason why we do not go, we do not come, we do not want a fellowship is because the people are snobbish, they stuck up, and they try to act like they are more than anybody else. I got to tell the truth. I know a lot of them are not going to like it, but that is the truth. That is what I was told, and if I got anything to do with it, I'm going to try to change it through character design. That's what we need. We need our character change. And so, Sister Jackie, Sister Jennifer, I'm so glad that y'all was able to join in with me on this here particular live stream. And like I say, y'all, I'm trying to read the chat, but that chat stuff is so small. And like I said, my eyesight is not nowhere near the way it used to be. And it ain't got bad. It's better. At least I can see. But I mean, the small writing stuff, I can't really understand and read what you're writing, typing. But I believe it's good. I just put it like that. And I thank God for both of you to come in and share with me on this here particular live stream. And I'm hoping that some of my members of my local church will see this video. I'm hoping they will. But nevertheless, if they do not see it, I will be employing it live as it happened right there at my church, because I will be doing character designing if I can. I'm going to just tell them the truth and let them know this is the word. And it ain't no secondhand word. This is word I've gotten from the mouth from the very mouth of the people that are involved that say the reason why they do not like to even come and worship. Now, I know a lot of people would say, well, who cares? Well, you go where you want to go. Well, that's not the attitude to take. I don't see it like that. That's a bad attitude to take. I want people to want to come to my home church. I want people to be able to come to whatever I'm doing. I want people to be able to do that. I don't want to have that kind of snobbish attitude. That's what they're saying now. We got a snobbish attitude. We look down on one and lift up another. We got to stop that, people. And I think, Sister Jack, you just said, okay. Yep, at all churches. You're right. Now come out and say we all is at every place. But we just need to, those of us that's in leadership position, we need, like deacons, preachers, pastors, ministers of music, we need to first let it start with us and then start teaching the ones that are under, look, this is no way to live. And we must show them by example. We just can't tell them what to do. I can't just do no character designing, just tweaking their knob. I got to tweak my own knob first and let them see me doing it. And then it'll filter down. That's what I believe. You teach by example, like our Lord and Savior did. Jesus did everything by example. He didn't do anything that he did not tell us to do anything that he did not do himself. That's what I look at in the life of Jesus. So with that said, sisters, y'all already, like I said, Sister Jennifer, you got my email address, batmat@hotmail.com. That's BATMATT.com @hotmail.com. And Sister Jackie, you already got it. You already know it. I'm telling you that, Jennifer, because I need an email address on you like I have with Sister Jackie. So when I send out an email on announcing these here live stream like that, I can send them to both of y'all at the same time. And as well as a couple of other people I got to add to it. I'm gonna add a mass email list where I want to give everybody the same information. So with that being said, y'all know how to get in contact with me. You know how to do it if I can help you in any kind of way. Okay, if I can help y'all in any kind of way, you know how I do it. So with that being said, old middleman gonna go on and sign off now. I got a few other things. I got to go back to sound design now. I really got to go back to sound design now. So y'all just be cool, be blessed, and take care of yourself until the next time. Peace and good day.